Have I always felt confident being a longboarder? The answer would be no. I wish I was passionate about being a lawyer or something or whatever, but I can't. I like longboarding. I like doing what I'm doing, and that might not result in, a life where I'm very wealthy or very well off or I have a high standard of living. So yeah, that's something that's, I guess, kind of been tough to accept and frustrating as well. If I could live in the moment, if I could be fully myself, fully present every single time, that would be, I think, mission accomplished as far as being myself. My favorite thing that has come as a result of accepting myself is just being okay with whatever happens, Imagine one day the sun doesn't rise. You're like that, you're waiting.
7 reaches.
My name is Abuga Aroni. I am a downhill skater in Nairobi, Kenya. Being Kenyan to me just means keeping moving forward, if that makes sense, because Kenyans have to deal with a lot, but they have this never give up attitude and this attitude of just accepting things and moving on.
Honestly, Abuga, the reason I'm reluctant on starting downhill is the fear.
A lot of people know me for Downhill 254, which is a brand that talks a lot about longboarding and really serves as an entry point for beginners in terms of information and stuff like that. Okay, so what should you know before trying to do this slide? So before trying this slide, you should already know how to carve and how to slow down through either foot braking or doing a push-up, Coleman, or a some things that I never really accepted about myself that I'm now confident to share. I think one of them is that I felt like people looked down on me for being a skateboarder or downhill skateboarder or whatever. They thought it was weird, but I'm just happy to share that with others, and whether I'm judged or loved for it doesn't really matter. Maybe that one. I don't know any of these dogs. I remember this one time, because I grew up on a farm, kids from my class came to visit the farm, which was really fun. It was a field trip. The school wanted the kids to see a farm, so they heard that we have a farm at home, so the teacher called my mom. And it was so funny because I remember the kids were really scared of the cows, and I was like, come on guys, this is normal, man. I think that's the first time I realized I didn't have the same experiences as others, Yeah, that was interesting. As a kid, I was me, I just did what I liked. I talked how I liked. I was how I was. And, it's not that I was confident, it's just that I was me. I didn't care. I think the turning point where I started caring and I started having, anxiety about different things is maybe as I grew older or became a teenager.
So my name is Jai. I'm Abuga's older brother. I am a lawyer, a musician. I play guitar in Crystal Axis.
Yeah, we started a band together, which is really cool. I was the drummer. I was really young when it started, and it exposed me to a lot of things. I remember because I liked skateboarding, because I liked punk rock, because I was in a band. Some kids called me an Oreo, or basically a white boy. The idea that I had to change myself to fit in a little bit or not share my interests gave me the idea that I wasn't good enough as I was. I didn't realize that, if you don't get along with a certain group of people, just being who you are, that's okay. There are going to be other people that you get along with, That's just something that I've learned with time and reflection. I think the best part about the community is honestly how easy it is to get along with everyone and joke and, just talk a lot of shit, and no one takes it seriously. It's just a part of the fun. But, everyone is, at the end of the day, respectful. The nice thing about longboarding, or the nice thing about activities, is when you're doing it, and this is also something I found when I was in the UK studying, and where I actually studied skating as well. From the act of skating alone and from having a community as well, I met people of so many backgrounds. I met a friend who was 50 years old and listened to heavy metal. I've met someone who was an engineering student. Just people of really different, diverse backgrounds that I would never have met otherwise, from me just living my life and not skating. I think what made me happiest at uni was being able to explore my hobbies further. I found communities, and through those communities I was just being myself, and I was sharing activities that I was really stoked about with other people that were also excited about them, and that fulfilled a need I didn't know that I had, and it was just really nice. Yeah, because I feel like I've been pushing myself a little bit these days, and I've been getting the odd injury here and there, and that's how you're pushing your limits. In skateboarding, you fall all the time. You fall, you slide off the road or whatever, and the thing is you just get back up and keep skating. I've fallen so many times, I've had so many injuries, and the thing is you just get back up and skate again. Yep. Skating does have the potential to stop your mind from racing and really drag you into the moment. If it doesn't have all of your attention at that moment, you may not succeed. You might fall, fail, or screw up. the reality of the sport that I do. I know that I could go out and skate and I could die, and I'm okay with that.
The motorcycle guy, his helmet had flown off and he had hit the car.
I didn't know how I could survive that.
To look back, he was on the ground. I was like, I may have really hurt someone. My heart was racing. I was like, I may have either killed a guy or like seriously hurt him.
Hey, dude. Hand or something.
No, it's not broken. No. I checked. It's not broken. No fractures or anything.
Then when immediately, like even before you hit, I was already on the brakes.
Good. Now we'd have run us both over.
That was
both of you over.
Yeah, that was quick reaction.
I'm now like just waiting for myself to calm down a bit. Whatever happens next, we'll go through.
Yeah. My toe is probably broken.
Luckily, no one was hurt that bad. The motorcycle guy had a bit of road rash, and Abuga, he just sprained his toe. The weird thing is, I was here panicking and Abuga wanted to go again.
In the moment, adrenaline is pumping, and if you want to keep skating, that's the best time to keep skating. I've fallen so many times, I've had so many injuries, and the thing is you just get back up and skate again. After finishing uni, I knew I didn't want to become a pilot. I had like a big fight with my mom during like my uni years about not wanting to continue aviation.
You know how African parents are. It's either you're a lawyer, doctor, architect, engineer, that sort of thing.
I think my mom pressured me so much because she wanted to see me in a good career. She wanted to see me succeed, and I think that's the only way she saw me being successful. So what gears should you have before attempting this slide? So at minimum, you should have a helmet. I remember one time I had like a meeting with my grand uncle and his friend who's a pilot. And this pilot that my uncle had brought was like, Abuga, nobody cares about sports in Kenya. Nobody cares. If you do this, you're going to waste your time. But I remember that so clearly. And I agree with him, like nobody cares about sports in Kenya. But the good thing about our generation is we have the internet. Our audience is just not who's immediately in front of us. We have the whole world.
What they want no more. I do it for my soul, found peace on my heart. You insane when you alone, fucking me when I'm wrong. Yeah, I'll do me, I'll roam. To each his own. I'm in my zone, shit. And everywhere I go is home. Cross the ocean at the age of 4.
I'd say it's a little bit fulfilling when I put out a video or someone else watches my videos and then comes to me like through Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and it's like, hey man, I just want to say thank you so much for the videos you make, and it just really helped me so much. Or I got into downhill skating because of you.
Seeing how all this started from a dorm room in Leeds to where it is now, all the way in Nairobi. It's been an absolute treat. It's been absolutely fulfilling. It's been amazing.
My dream for the future, if everything worked out perfectly, is Downhill 254 would be my full-time job.
The fact that he said, I want to do this, and he stuck to his guns and he didn't waver, which is what you see with a lot of different like people in the creative scene, creative sector, or like anything that is not the normal career way of life. I'd give myself as an example, to be honest. Like, I do want to do music full time. I want to do this for a living, but I did get a job in January, and I was like, that is guaranteed income. I'm like, I'm gonna take this. I'm like, I know my music is gonna suffer, which it has, but I took it. Whereas he, on the other hand, has been like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm about. This is why I'm here. This is what I'm pushing on with. And that in itself, that has been amazing to see, because it has proven to be an inspiration as it is.
I haven't always accepted myself, and it's still something that I'm trying to do, that I'm getting better at. It's just nice getting to wake up and be excited about what I get to do. For me, I think self-acceptance means just being okay with how I am, being okay that I like what I like, and that might not necessarily give me a life that's gonna be acceptable in the life of others, and yeah, just being okay with my past and my future.